I'm currently in a process, a wellness journey, if you would. I'm working with a functional health practitioner who is also a dietitian. And if you're not familiar with functional health practitioners, what they do is they have like a root cause outlook on not solving, but helping you understand what's going on in your body. Whereas like in Western medicine, you go to the doctor when something's wrong and then you work from there. With functional health practitioners, they'll run certain labs based on what your symptoms are to get to the root cause and then alleviate with herbs, supplements, diet, etc. So I've always been a root cause kind of girl, okay? This has always been something that I've been interested in, even like growing up and being told that having painful periods were normal. And it's not. My hair looks nuts, but anyway. There's a root cause to everything, and our bodies are meant to heal, and then things get in the way of it functioning properly. So I'm all for this approach. In addition to like just feeling off, my body's felt off for a lot of years, mainly with like my period and stuff. But as of lately, my libido has been all the way in the slums. And I've noticed that since after being pregnant with Skylar. And I hate it. That as well as my hair. It's a lot of gray hair. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm actually getting it touched up today. Hence, later on in this video, I'll be explaining what I'm doing today. But all these things, I'm just like, okay, what's really going on? And that's what I want to find out. So I started working with a functional health practitioner. Okay, that's out the way. The labs that we're doing. One is called Dutch test. So this Dutch test, this specific one, it's Dutch Plus. So I'm doing saliva and urine. This test will help with seeing what's going on my hormones. I do have to do it between a certain range of dates on my cycle, my overall cycle. So I think it's between, because I usually have like a 25-day cycle, it's between like days 14 and 18. I don't know. It's based on your cycle, but it's hormonal. It would be the same thing that's applied if you got blood work done to see what's going on with your hormones. But I think this is a little bit more in depth. So the Dutch test. There's something called the HTMA test. This test, you taking different, this is what I'm about to do right now. This is why my hair look crazy, but I had to wash my hair. I had to take my weave out last night. I had to wash it. Even though I'm about to go get it done right now, your hair can't be dyed when you do it. So I have new growth. I was going to do another weave, but it just didn't make sense. It wasn't working out. Anyway, so the HTMA, hair, tissues, minerals, analysis. I think that's what it stands for. They take samples from your hair, and you're basically getting an in-depth look at what's going on with your minerals within your body. If you're deficient in whatever, that's what's going on. So, like I said, your hair can't be dyed. It should be clean, and they're only using like this much. It has to be within this long from your root. So the rest of the hair gets discarded. That's another lab. And then the other final lab is the stool test. So I did that one already. That was really, really crazy. Never did a stool test again. Never did a stool test in my life. But did that. So that's already on the way of like being analyzed or whatever, I guess. So all these tests, they take a couple of weeks to come back. But in the meantime, I've been just changing my diet, which is mainly eating more whole foods. I have to start incorporating castor oil packs to detoxify my liver, because if your liver is stagnant, this is stuff I actually think I would end up doing down the line. Like, I think I can see myself, because there's not a lot of us in this space. I've only seen a lot. I'm just saying. So, we're just used to just going to the doctor. Let me go to the doctor. Something wrong, let me go to the doctor. But imagine if, like, Black people were just like, let me find out what the root cause is. Let me heal myself before it manifests into a different and bigger problem. Anyway, so yeah, that was intense. If your liver is blocked from detoxifying, it can back you up in like your hormones and all these other things. Like, your liver is really important. So the castor oil packs help with that. So there's certain things I'm doing in the meantime until we get the results back from all these tests. All right, that was my spiel. 6 minutes, Jesus. It says that the hair should be taken in small portions from at least 4 to 5 different locations of the scalp. Recommended areas for the collection are the nape of the neck, posterior vertex, and posterior temporal regions. Ooh, y'all using these big words, okay? Big words for what? Just say the back of your head, side of your head, upper left, upper right. Like, girl, whatever. This kind of gives. This kind of eats. Did a little quick 1-2, last night after I washed my hair. Still liking this color. Don't know if I'm loving it. Kind of want to I don't know. I don't know if it complements my complexion, but I feel like we could do a little bit more. I don't know. Anyway, I kind of low-key miss having like a blonde tone. Maybe I want this to be like a honey blonde. So I'm going to do, I don't have one of those hanging mirrors. I need to get it. I'm going to do, they said the nape of the neck. So that's back here. Oh, Jesus, please help me. I don't want to cut too much. But it's literally like the tiniest section of hair. Like the section I have in my hand. We're going to pull this taut. I haven't checked YouTube to see if anybody's done this before. I wanted to do it to also track what's going on with me. And then you also know how much hair is enough. You're placing the hair on this side. So once this tips down, you know you got enough hair. So I thought I was going to have extreme difficulty getting these samples and not being able to see it in the back of my head, honey. But it honestly wasn't that bad. I would advise having somebody else help you because they would be able to see in the back of your head. But it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I was clearly able to do it. I was just really, really nervous about not being able to see, but it wasn't that bad. And I think me having as much new growth as I did helped me navigate like where to cut, as well as like the little paper thing that they give you. It shows you like how long the hair needs to be. So you have a lot of guidance in terms of that. I thought I was doing something. I don't know why I thought this little piece of hair was going to move that thing. It didn't, as you can see. Let's do the other part of my nape. Look. All this hair is done. So I won't bore y'all with me talking. I'll let you watch the rest of it. But yeah, it really wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty quick. I think this entire process took me like 20 to 25 minutes to get everything. And that's just because I was making sure that I did everything right. So it probably would, take a little bit less time than that if you have somebody helping you. That was a lot. That's a lot. This is a lot for me. This is a lot. Not too bad. So I have to fill out this form before I put it in the envelope. It came with the envelope. My practitioner already put a stamp on it, so thank God I don't have to stop and do that. I just have to fill that out. And I have to put the sample in here. Okay, I have the sample here, and I filled out the form that came with it. I'm going to put it in the envelope. I feel so accomplished. All right, I'm so excited. Second one down. Now I can get this hair done. Weave's always gonna be my best friend, honey. Look at this growth.